Anybody home? How you doing?
How you doing?
Good. Just got down here to Jim's place. Boy, every part of that highway riding on the motorcycle, that's miserable. That's for the birds. 80 mile an hour on a bike, not fun. But I wanted to bring the bike because I haven't ridden in a while. So let's go in and see what Jim's up to. Anybody home? Anybody home? Nothing like coming into your shop and there's a camera pointing at you. How you doing?
All right, how you doing?
Good. Good to see you.
Yep, you too.
That's a Montana deer?
This is Iowa. Same guy shot them both.
Wow.
Yeah, he had a good year, didn't
What about this buck here? That's an early season deer, huh?
That's Pennsylvania.
That's Pennsylvania.
That one won Baker's buck contest. Baker's archery. I'm not the one.
So that was an archery kill. Well, obviously with the early season hide. Man.
That's a nice one, isn't it?
Yeah, I shot the...
Oh, I'm a little surprised. Usually Baker's has a bigger buck win than that.
Really?
Yeah, that didn't even hit 150.
Really?
Usually they're in the 155s to the last one I did was 175.
Wow.
I could walk to where that was shot, right over the mountain.
No.
Yeah, which makes it a little. I never had a PA buck break 170 before. It's the only one I ever had. I had a couple close one year.
Well, Matt Skethway's was like 162 or something.
Yeah, but that's not 170.
No, but I'm saying his was one of the bigger ones.
Yeah.
So I shut the camera off, but Jim was saying these are South Dakota deer.
Yeah, just getting ready to paint them.
Wow. He said these fellas were together that hunted these deer, I guess.
Yeah, Indian reservation.
How's that work?
Their own game laws.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's a drawing. They got drawn this year. They're going out for antelope and whitetails again. I'm not sure they got drawn for any mule deer.
I see. Well, this deer on the left here, he got a little buggered up. He's a fighter.
Yeah.
He's cool. He looks like a Pennsylvania deer.
I think so. I gotta look at the name. Yeah. It's PA.
This one for sure too. Yeah, cool.
This is a nice one there. That one's from Kansas.
Oh yeah.
I've mounted more deer for that guy than anybody.
Really?
Yeah. Every year he brings me at least one animal.
Wow. The only thing I gotta say to that is what's he gonna do with him when he's dead? It don't matter, right? Just gives you business.
I told my kids, when I'm going, I don't care what you do with it. I'm going.
Yeah. Well, Jim's a friend of mine. We go back to traditional archery days, back in like, I don't know, probably, 2017 probably.
I think that's when you shot that buck.
Yeah, I shot a buck, and Jim and I built him a longbow. He was nice enough to give me a try. I built a longbow for him, and he mounted that buck for me. That was like one of my first YouTube videos. I shot a buck down toward Philly.
We did a swap.
Yep.
A buck for a bow.
Yep, and then you also mounted a turkey for me, the one I shot with 6 beards. And so yeah, Jim's a good taxidermist, I tell you. And you went full time how many years ago?
I'm in my 7th year.
7th year full time. So.
I think I've been doing it for 27.
Wow. All right, so like I said, Jim and I have known each other from shooting traditional archery, but I don't even know how it came about. But we got to talking about black powder the one day, and you said you were thinking, oh, is it because you wanted to get into shooting squirrels with flintlock, and you had that Crockett rifle?
Yeah.
That's how it come to
Cherokee.
be. Huh?
I had the Cherokee.
Cherokee. Yeah. So you wanted to you picked my brain because you had known I was getting into muzzle loading pretty good the last couple years, and you said something about you were starting to shoot squirrels in this. Pennsylvania, I'd be back up. Pennsylvania added a couple weeks to our squirrel season. It starts as early as like September 10th or so. So with Jim doing taxidermy, he was wanting this early opportunity to do some hunting before he gets swamped with work.
That's been a big help to me.
Yeah.
Big help.
So that's kind of how you started. So go ahead and maybe go off of that. Just what?
Well, I lost interest in shooting deer, and but I liked squirrel hunting, and I thought I'd like to get a muzzleloader hunt squirrels. That would be fun. So I got one from a local guy. I used Cherokee 32 caliber, and I had fun with that for a couple years. And then I wanted a flintlock. I hem-hauled for about a year on a Kibler kit because of the length. And then you told me Charlie Hostler had one. I called Charlie and he brought it over, and once I shouldered it, I thought, oh yeah. So last summer I put a 36 caliber Kibler together and then hunted with that last year as much as I could. Now I kind of got the itch to build another one with a little bit more of a challenge than a Kibler. Nothing against Kibler, it's a great gun, I love it, but I just want a little bit more of a challenge, learning the inlet, and probably won't want any close-ups of it. But I want to do it, so that's where I am right now.
This year you had contacted also about wanting to get together to shoot the woods walk. You thought that looked like fun. So you joined, and then you just recently joined.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just got my card a week or so ago. 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. So
went up twice.
Yeah. Obviously, you're enjoying the woods walk. What are you getting out of it?
I'm a really lousy shot.
Is that right?
But it's getting better. It's
Yeah.
getting better. Shooting off a bench rest doesn't improve your offhand stuff.
No, it
now,
doesn't.
When I hunt, I'm on a rest. But now I'm trying to get better at offhand shooting. Yeah. And it's getting there.
Yeah.
I need to get a bigger rifle, because some of those long, I can't tell if I hit them or not.
Right.
I think I do.
Yeah.
But I can't hear them or see them move, so I need a little bit bigger gun.
Yeah, well, the nice thing about the woods walk is you have different angles, you have a different lighting. It's a lot more realistic to hunting than shooting paper.
Right. It's like 3D.
Yeah.
With a trad bow.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
A 45-mile drive for me to go up there, so it's not going up every day. But
yeah.
Once in a while.
What are you thinking you're going to want to build? You said you wanted like a 38-inch barrel. You're thinking doing like more of a Lancaster, early Lancaster style or something?
And I'm not sure on Brian. I don't want the real deep butt plate like my SMR has.
Yeah.
I want a flatter one. I want 38. When I handled yours and Chris's up there, I thought, yeah, that's what I want.
Are you wanting double set triggers or?
I think so.
Okay.
Everything I have has that.
Okay.
I just, maybe I could shoot one of yours one time.
Yeah.
That just has a single and see. But that's what I'm used to. So.
Right. Well, if that's what you're used to.
Yeah.
I know a lot of guys like them. I've kind of got away from it just because I wanted to build hunting guns, and I don't want to have to fool with it. And you can set a single trigger by messing with a tumbler. You can get them so that they trip just as light as a set trigger. My 58 has a 2.5 pound pull, and my 45 is 1.5 pounds. It's extremely light.
Wow.
It's almost too light. But yeah, you can get a single trigger to shoot pretty light.
That would be all right.
Yeah.
I just don't want a real hard trigger pull.
Yeah. So what about you're a big turkey hunter, so you go all over. This year you went to Maine and shot one. Didn't fill your second tag, but the year before you did.
Mm-hmm. The year before I hunted Kansas and Montana and here in Maine.
Yeah. So do you think you're smelling a turkey gun coming down the road?
At this point, no.
No?
I've needed that second shot too many times.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I have a friend that, Matt, that's killed 7, I think, with a flintlock, and
Yeah.
it does appeal to me, but I don't know.
Yeah.
At this point, not.
Your interest in muzzleloading Did you know people in the past that shot them, or what made you gain your interest here of late?
I'm not real sure. I thought about that.
You watched Last of the Mohicans one too many times, or?
Well, Jeremiah Johnson's my favorite movie.
Is that right?
But I bought a Thompson Center Hawken kit in the late 70s, put it together when Pennsylvania started their flintlock season, like a lot of guys did. And I had fun with that, but then I kind of just, like I said, I got away from gun hunting deer. I was just a bow hunter. And, but since I got away from deer hunting and got back into a lot of squirrel hunting, I just wanted to use a flint or a muzzleloader, make it a little more challenge than shooting them with a 20 scope 22. Right. Not that I don't like doing that too, but I do. But it's added a dimension that didn't have before.
Yeah,
I miss more than I get. I'm trying to fix that this year. Shoot a little bit better. Been practicing a lot and shooting 3 times a week now.
That's good.
Yeah, it's my relaxation. In the evening, I have some time. I can shoot here, get down to the range, shoot for an hour, come home, clean my gun, I'm all relaxed.
Have you been able to find powder okay?
Yeah, I've been getting it online now. I just talked to a guy yesterday at the range. He told me about a guy here in my county that had a gun shop that has it for sale. So I'm going to call him and see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I'm going to try that place up in Phillipsburg. I told you that they're manufacturing it up there. I'm going to get some to try it. But yeah, mostly I've been getting it online.
Yeah, you think there's a wide open window for somebody. I mean, I'm sure with liability and everything these days, it would take some money to get a start in it. But boy, there's demand there. We know there's a demand.
Yep.
It would be a shame if it was all just imported.
Yep.
But I guess GoX is up and going now, so we should be all right. But
sometime next year, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Been shooting.
No, shooting.
Yeah.
Is it? Does you feel like it's dirty? I've heard it's dirty.
I think it's cleaner than GoX.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. I've heard the opposite.
Yeah, I don't get the crud ring that I did with GoX.
Okay.
My Kibler, I never swab it, just shoot. My 32, I will swab maybe every 3 shots, but with GoX, I was doing it every shot. So, no, Mark from Black Powder Maniac Shooter, he says the same things. He thinks it's cleaner. He said it cut his gun cleaning down time considerably. I read that too on Muzzleloader forum. A lot of guys thought it was dirtier than GoX. That's not been my not been my experience. I like it.
Good.
Yeah.
So what are you running for as far as your patching, your round balls? Are you casting at all, or you're casting? Nice.
Still playing around with powder charge in the Crockett. Thought I had it dialed in, but I'm not so sure.
Okay.
I'm still playing with that. But the Kiblers, it's there.
Yeah.
That gun can shoot.
Yeah. What flints are you shooting? Just English flints or French amber? Okay.
English.
Where you find a good source on all that stuff? Or
mostly Track the Wolf.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
I got some from Heritage, but they were a little short for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you plan to go to any other? You said you're going to Kempton this weekend. And what about? Do you think you'll shoot at any other shoots like Union County or anything?
Depending when it is.
Yeah.
And where I am taxidermy wise.
Yeah.
It gets pretty. One of the reasons I quit bow hunting was, I'm in a tree stand, I'm getting texts and calls, I got a deer, gotta drop it over, and it kind of consumes your life from 3rd week of October on.
I bet.
So yeah, I don't plan a whole lot then.
Your first flintlock kill, was it a buck? There it is.
I told my skull guy, I said, when I get one with a flintlock, I want the skull cleaned. He said, it's on me. So,
there it is.
Yep.
That's funny. You used beetles, huh?
Yeah. Now I want a fox squirrel.
Yeah?
Yeah, I want a fox squirrel.
I've never got one.
I've shot quite a few with a 22, but I want one with a muzzleloader.
Yeah. Do you see many around over here?
Not over here. No, I have to travel like Perry County,
Yeah.
Starr County.
Yeah, they're up that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm not seeing as many as I was. But a friend of mine now has a farm that he said he has someone. I hunted that a couple times, so hopefully I'll get one there. I could shoot one at my daughter's in Michigan, but I want a PA one.
Yeah, right. Well, out west, like Kansas, that's all they have.
Yeah. I'd love to go to Illinois. I've turkey hunted out there a number of times, and it's like half fox squirrels and half gray squirrels. I'd love to hunt out there.
Yeah.
It's a 14-hour drive
Yeah.
to hunt squirrels.
So now, the squirrel hunting, do you eat a lot of them, or do you?
Yeah. I have to eat them. My wife doesn't.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how it is with us and rabbits. I've never enjoyed eating squirrel too much. I don't know. It's maybe I don't know how to make them, but we
Pulled squirrel sandwiches.
yeah
They're good. Yeah. Squirrel and dumplings. Yeah.
slow cooking them.
I brought a pressure cooker for them.
Okay.
And 15 minutes, fall right off the bone.
Really?
I used to go like 8-9 hours in a crock pot till I could bone them, but that pressure cooker's 15 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's something to try.
Yep.
Okay. So how many squirrels did you get last year with a flintlock?
76.
6. Well, there's more than I got. I went out a number of times. I think I only got 3.
Yeah, I missed a lot last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I hope to alleviate that this year.
Yeah. How far are you trying to shoot them?
I don't like to shoot over 40.
Okay.
Yeah, I prefer them. I miss a fair amount close.
Yeah.
So I bought a squirrel target, a steel squirrel target, and I've been practicing from 40 to 10. And it's all me. It's not the gun.
Do you have your guns handy that you could show us?
Kibler.
Nice.
That was the mid-grade wood.
Okay. Boy, it is petite.
It is petite, really thin.
Uh-huh.
I just wish it was 6 inches shorter.
Yeah.
Not everybody agrees with that, but I like it. I really like it a lot.
Yeah.
I just want to build another one.
Yeah. And then what about your other gun you got there?
There's my Crockett. I just oiled these. That's why I had them upside down.
Okay.
This one I just got from a guy in Muzzleloader Forum this winter. I have not hunted with this yet.
Oh, okay.
So I'm still working on the load for that.
Oh, okay. I thought you had this already.
Nah, it was a Cherokee.
Oh, that was the Cherokee.
Yeah. Yeah. I like this this isn't as good a quality gun as the Thompson Center, but I like it better. Because the barrel's a little longer. 32-inch barrel compared to 24 on my Cherokee.
Yeah, so what caliber is this one?
32.
And what's the Southern Mountain?
36.
Okay.
This is a fun gun.
Yeah, I'm
Not
sure.
flintlock though. When I shot with the Cherokee for 2 years, I just wanted a flintlock. You know how it is.
Mm-hmm. Yep. What caliber do you think you're going to do this next gun in?
Well, I wanted to do another 36, but now the Woods Walk has me thinking about should I do a 45.
Yeah.
Because I have 3 squirrel guns. I don't really need a 4th.
Right. Do you think there's any chance that you would ever hunt deer in the late season? You'll hunt deer in the late season.
I'm thinking there's a chance. One more year of going full bore in the shop, then I'm gonna cut. I'm gonna keep working, but I'm gonna cut way back. And then I'm gonna have a little bit more free time.
Yeah.
Then I might get back out in the woods with a smoke pole.
When you hunted years ago, when you built that kit gun, did you get any shots at deer then? Never got any.
No, and I sold that gun. A friend of mine kept borrowing it for his grandson to use. And finally, the other year, that gun did kill a doe. His grandson got one. I said, finally, after 30-some years, finally 40, 50.
Wow.
Finally killed a deer.
Well, you might find that shooting all these squirrels and shooting the woods walk, it might be she comes in or he comes in the late season, it's lights out.
Could be. Oh.
Yeah. I mean, that's how it worked for me. I know the best advice a guy told me is you just got to shoot them. Like, you just got to shoot them. Like, you can't wish that you'd shoot better and take it out and nothing's going to change. You gotta shoot them all the time. And that's true. You just got to get out there and shoot.
Fortunately, it's real enjoyable for me to do that. So
yeah. And if you can be putting headshots on squirrels at 20 and 30 yards, why putting one in the behind the shoulder deer at 50 and 60, which is a very likely opportunity, is going to be easy for you, really.
Yeah.
But they don't bleed. I know that.
They don't.
They don't. I tracked a lot of mine. Not much blood.
Yeah.
Even a big ball, they don't always bleed. I wonder how many deer are lost in the late muzzleloader season because guys don't know to follow up with a muzzleloader. They just don't open up. They don't bleed. Some do. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but I've shot quite a few now with round balls that they don't bleed.
Conicals maybe a little more.
Yeah, a little more hemorrhaging from the mushroom and stuff.
Yeah.
But a round ball tends to just poke in and poke out.
Yeah.
But they still won't make it with the hole through the heart.
Yeah, I found a round ball. I shot lengthways through a squirrel.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, and I found
It stopped it. I would have never guessed.
Flattened around. I didn't weigh it to see how much it lost, but it was against the back skin of the hip.
Really?
Yeah. Kind of got a kick out of that.
Yeah, I would have
go straight through.
never dreamt that a squirrel would have stopped it. So I didn't even ask you, maybe they already said, how many grains are you shooting out of a squirrel gun when you're hunting them?
My 36, I used 30.
Okay.
The Crockett, I used 20, or the Cherokee, and the Crockett I'm still playing with.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
So like 20 and 30 grains, that's crazy. I mean, it makes sense that you sell the more you use, but yeah, you can shoot a lot with.
You can get a lot of shots out of a
pound
of powder.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah. I think I've shot going through at least 3 pounds this year.
Okay.
So I think I was shooting 15 out of the Crockett.
Mm-hmm.
And a guy that shoots 90, well, I'm getting six shots for every one of his.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
So it does last a while.
Yeah, and your lead lasts a whole lot further.
Yeah.
My 58, I figured it out just by chance. My 58 is about a 260 grain round ball, and my 45 is 130. So it's exactly every ball I shoot out of 58 is twice as much lead.
And a .311 is about 45 grains.
Is that right? Wow, that's small.
Yeah. I don't know what the 36 weighs. I don't think I've weighed that. It's a little bit bigger than that, maybe.
Now, with you doing HVAC years ago, did you by chance keep lead and stuff? No?
Some. We did a job one time up in Nanticoke State Hospital. We tore walls out of an x-ray room, and it was flat lead. And me and my buddy, we did keep that. And I just about used that up.
Used it up.
Yeah. Yeah, that was good stuff.
You gonna try to get everything at once, or are you gonna try to buy a part here, buy a part there?
I might get a lock at Kempton this week. Still, I think I want a rice barrel.
Sticker shock won't be so bad when you do it that way.
Yeah. I'm putting money away.
Yeah.
We'll see. But I don't know. Yeah, I still don't know what style I want to build.
Well, this weekend, handle some guns.
Yeah.
And see what you like.
Yeah, and talk to some guys.
Mm-hmm. I think I've heard it said, and a lot of guys at the club say that the back is like, it just fits everybody. The back, and then that Isaac Haynes kit that Getz has had, or whatever, that, Track the Wolf, the common one, the one I have.
Yeah.
That's the one that, those two guns, the Beck and the Haynes, is what fits most people.